Welcome to the Bitcoin Globe, day 1146. We're actually moving into day 1145. There is 39 minutes left before we move into day 1145. Total Bitcoins in circulation, 16,312,150. Total Bitcoins to have reproduced, 21 million. Percentage of total Bitcoins mined, 77.68%. Very interesting. So today is, after all the positive stuff yesterday, I feel like I am thinking about the attack, how Bitcoin can be attacked. And it doesn't seem that hard. Like, if Big Daddy government wants to shut it down, I don't think it would be too hard. One, you would just have to, go after public people. Anybody on YouTube making videos, just go after them. And then, hire some mafia or some cartel people to kidnap some people and then demand Bitcoin ransoms. Nobody's going to want to hold on Bitcoin. I mean, I'll stop making my videos if I feel I'm under some threat of some, being kidnapped because I have Bitcoin, right? And who would continue if every guy that's making Bitcoin's videos right now was kidnapped? And man, it's just such a weird thing to even think about. And I don't really like dwelling on the negative so much, but I'm also a writer. And so I like to delve into these scenarios. And I would love to get feedback from you guys and what you think about this and how we can protect ourselves and our Bitcoins. So let's say in this instance, people are being kidnapped because they own Bitcoin and people are being kidnapped just like celebrities or whatever. And being demanded a Bitcoin ransom for the release. That's such a weird thing. What does that do to Bitcoin? Could it make the price actually go up because you need to buy Bitcoin to pay a ransom? In the first instance where it's like public people that have Bitcoin that they're trying to get from them, that would be easier. Like, okay, you kidnapped me and you got here's my one Bitcoin, let me go, type deal. Or in the second instance where it's just like, okay, I've kidnapped Brad Pitt and I'm demanding 100,000 Bitcoins for his release, right? He's a pretty public person. And so somebody has to buy 100,000 Bitcoins to send to me to release Brad Pitt. Would that make the price go up? Man, it may, even if government cracks down on Bitcoin and there's all this negative stuff that happens, it could actually drive Bitcoin price up as well. It's possible. Man, it's so these scenarios are complex and somebody smarter than me would have to figure them out. But hopefully we're moving in a direction where the government is investing in protecting its citizens. That should be like a number one. I don't feel like that they're doing that right now. I mean, helicopters and bases, man, I'd rather have some really nice security. I don't know. It's interesting times we're living in. Yeah, so the article that triggered this train of thought, it's a pretty negative article for the most part. I mean, they're Bitcoin supporters, it sounds like, but I think there was some sort of ransom lately, and there's been ransomware in the past, and it hasn't harmed Bitcoin. But what if it became more like staged ransoms, politically staged ransoms, where you're trying to influence a lot of people quickly just to swing the market so you can short sell? Bitcoin seems like it is open to manipulation, high amounts of manipulation, with the shorting and with being able to short it. Because if you were some institution, huge financial institution connected to the government and having power over the government, then you could influence them to release negative Bitcoin stuff when you've set up your shorts. But then it's a global currency, so you would really have to stage this stuff to make it effective. Because even if America bans Bitcoin, Japan's like, okay, that's discounted Bitcoin for us. Sure, those that have invested capital into, they would probably be smart enough to sell some Bitcoin and buy it back cheaper. But it's definitely a possibility as well. All right, gonna keep this video short. Just dwelling on these negative thoughts for a while. Maybe I should just think about the positive side, but you know, we're humans, we're this yin yang being. And yeah, that's some of the negative thoughts on Bitcoin today.